Accidental impressionism. This is from an Audi commercial, you clown. And everyone clapped. You should have seen it. Everyone clapped. Gotta believe it. Breaking news. Video game players are urged to play at reasonable times to avoid putting extra strain on internet networks during the coronavirus outbreak. Online gaming is the biggest threat to the internet bandwidth these next few weeks. No. Video games use around 50 to 75 megabytes per hour. Streaming on Netflix uses around 3 gigabytes per hour for HD video. To put that into perspective, Netflix uses more than 30 times the data that video gaming uses. As a person of color, no, I'm not terrified. I'm going to continue what I always do. Work hard to provide, raise my children, and continue to live my life. If this is you, you don't have to worry about being a person of color. Ooh, caught white-handed. Rural China versus rural America. Rural America is a truck stop by a major highway? Toy pods and vaccines share 15 of the same ingredients. And we share like 80% DNA with banana peels. What's your point? Something strange and shocking happened today. I was at Delhi Airport T3 a while ago at security. I had put my Apple Watch in the tray for security check. The moment I crossed security, I started putting things back into my laptop bag. I could feel that something is missing, and I realized I don't have my watch. I asked the CISF guy standing there. He asked me to look again in my bag, pocket, etc., which I had already done. I turned around curiously and saw someone looking back at me while walking away. I didn't care about what CISF guy was about to do or say, and I started walking for that guy. Few steps ahead, I saw him standing there at the Titan Watches Helios store on the left. I confronted him and forcibly put my hands over his trouser pocket, and I could feel the watch. The sales guy standing at Helios came over towards me and behaved weirdly as it had nothing to do with him. Forcefully, I took out my watch, and I'm glad I could, and I did. The guy who took my watch and the Helios guy tried to confront me, which made me realize that they knew each other from before. The Helios guy looped me in, and meanwhile the other guy left the shop and escaped. After a minor heated argument, I could figure out their names and came out the shop since I was getting late for the flight. Meanwhile, on the way to the gate, a CISF guy came with the Helios guy and asked me for my rude behavior, and asked to apologize. I took out my phone, called a senior official who's been patient for years, and put the phone on speaker. The CISF official spoke to him very briefly and immediately left saying, "Thi khai sar, ap jao." Hope I didn't butcher that. He went back accompanying the Helios guy. Helios guy, Shoaib. The guy who tried to steal the watch, Mudsaki. I am putting it here for awareness mainly. Please take care of your belongings at security once you clear it. P.S. I shall sort it with the officials once I land at the destination. Dear Pax, the review of the CCTV has contradicted the sequence of events as narrated above. After security check, you were seen wearing your watch and heading for the boarding gate without any interaction of the CISF personnel. The boarding was completed smoothly and hassle-free. Posting such unsustainable messages creates unnecessary apprehension in the minds of passengers, hence avoidable. I just love spreading misinformation on the internet until I get caught. It's my favorite pastime. Also, he's an entrepreneur what investor? Nebulized hydrogen peroxide therapy is an inexpensive and simple way to treat most viral respiratory illnesses. All you need is a nebulizer with a face mask that covers your mouth and nose, and common household hydrogen peroxide available at most grocery stores and pharmacies. I will report you for endangering public health. H2O2 vapor will destroy lung tissue. I got banned from the movie sub for a comment that had 200 upvotes. So people liked it and agreed, but the mod banned because it was a conservative opinion related to movies. r/movies mod here. Here's the comment you were banned for. You're Islamic, which means you are R-worded. Please go away. Clearly I stuck a chord with some people and you're just hating. It had no upvotes. John Carpenter would have been 70 years old today. We celebrate his birthday by looking back at his 5 favorite films. To Rotten Tomatoes, despite how it appears, I'm not actually dead. I think the spookiest thing that happened last night at Horror Nights was when Terry Crews rudely said, no, when I asked for a picture. No! The scariest thing I saw was you rudely pushing through my kids like a zombie to ask for one. Guess she didn't have enough power. Breaking! The Australian police have announced they had stopped a vehicle full of explosives and a note with the address of Jewish targets, including a synagogue. It's outrageous that Jews are not safe in Australia. This account spreads propaganda. He included a picture of protesters with the story of a vehicle with explosives found by the Australian police to falsely insinuate the two are related. They are not. The protest took place on October 21st, 2023. Steve Irwin's actions were not on target with his supposed message of protecting wildlife. A real wildlife expert and someone who respects animals for the individuals they are leaves them to their own business in their natural homes. Steve Irwin didn't have a kill rate over 80%. You do. He didn't donate $70,000 to a convicted arsonist. You did. And he wasn't in bed with eco-terrorist networks. Again, you. His passion was animal conservation. Yours is profit. So take your self-righteous BS and shove it.
Or I'll roast yous.
Marijuana is my glass of wine. It's my can of beer. It's my relaxation time. You can still be a kick-butt mom and smoke weed. Mom defends herself as she is criticized for smoking weed in front of her kids. This is me. I have never said I smoke in front of my kids. What is this BS article? If you read what I actually wrote, it says I smoke when my kids are asleep, outside, and it should be just as acceptable as a glass of wine. If you enjoyed this video, how about we strike a deal? You like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll create more videos. Pretty sweet deal, right? Please shake my hand.